Question 30. Maria drank 3 liters of water last week. Her friend drank twice as much water as Maria. How many milliliters of water did they both drink? All right, when we say twice, we mean times 2. So we need to do a short little mini lesson on metric. We have talked about metric. We have talked about how we have looked at liters, and that would be your soda. And we have talked about how when we looked at grams, that would be how much something weighs. And we have talked about how when we're talking about metric, it is a multiple of 10. And so some of you have come across these questions in your Legends of Learning, and some of you have come across these questions in your MobiMax, and we have talked about how it is just a unit of measurement that is times 10. So when we start looking at it, we're going to look at, because we're going from liters to milliliters, we're looking at smaller units. So we have liters, and then we have deciliters, and then we have milliliters, and then of course, nope, I'm sorry, we have centimeters next, and then we have milliliters. So as they get smaller, it gets smaller and smaller in the amount of it. So when we look at a ruler and we looked at that long meter stick, we looked at how decimeters were, about this long, and then we looked at centiliters was 1/10 of that, and milliliters was 1/10 of that, and they are tiny, 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 tiny little measurements on milliliters. So if we said 3 liters times 2, then we know that there are 6 liters. All right, so now if we jump one place to this deciliters, we are timesing by 10. Well, 6 times 10 would be, there would be 60 deciliters there. And if you jumped one more place, that would be times 10, so that would be 600 centiliters. And if you jumped one more place, that's times 10 again, and that would be 6,000, because each jump you are adding a 0. So you take your 6, 0, 0, 0, because you have that 6,000 milliliters because you times by 1,000 to get all the way down to this milliliter. So it takes 6,000 milliliters to make 6 liters. So if you have a 2 liter of soda in your house or at wherever you're at, there is 2,000 milliliters of soda within that soda. So next time you're at the store, or next time you are drinking a juice or a Capri Sun, look at that milliliters and it'll tell you how much you actually have, and it's quite a bit more than you thought. So the answer would be 6,000, but see how these get smaller and smaller in the unit of measurement. You get more and more when you look at it that way.